Hello friend, welcome back to Total Maintenance YouTube channel. I have here today in my shop this super cool 2010 Toyota Matrix S. This one is equipped with the automatic transmission. And I would like to show you in this video how easy it is to maintain that automatic transmission. And why do I say that it's easy? Well, this vehicle still has that dipstick, right? Where is the dipstick located? Right here. And because of that, changing the fluid in this automatic transmission should be very easy for anybody to do. So let me show you how I deal with it. I start with pulling this transmission dipstick slightly, which opens the tube, right? And the fluid will be nicely draining out. The vehicle is nicely up in the air, so I can show you, right, where the tranny pan is and the drain plug. So this is the drain plug with its crush washer, right? Here on the driver's side. It will be passenger side. Engine oil filter, you see it right there. And you see engine oil drain plug, right? So these are different areas, once again from different point of view. Here is the drain plug for it. Something interesting to show you. I had this vehicle here for the first time last week. She came basically for engine oil change. I discovered there was a very slight seepage of engine oil on the gasket between the oil pan, right, and the engine. I cleaned it and I rechecked those bolts, right? Some of them were absolutely tight, but some of them were loose. So I tightened them. She came, 5 days later for this automatic transmission service, but look at it, it's holding. So, something interesting for you, right? If you have a seepage of engine oil in these areas, please start with checking the torque of those bolts. Well, let's go back to our automatic transmission fluid replacement. So I have my used oil catching trolley here, right? But I cleaned this for us. I can show you how bad that fluid is, right? But it is also, we can measure how much of the ATF will come out. So you know, if you want to perform this service, you know how many bottles or quarts you need to buy. The tool should be, as usually, this hex stand, right? And that will be the way to open that tranny and start draining the fluid. So, you heard that? Oh yeah, it's coming out immediately. It's so dirty, you will see. It's amazing how contaminated this fluid is. The owner actually said, she owns it, right, 2010, it's 10 years, and the owner said, well, nobody ever told me that should be also maintained, right, this transmission fluid, and that's our mistake, right? The technicians, we should explain to the owner so that all the time that not just engine oil but also that automatic transmission fluid maintenance, it's very important. It's coming out, but obviously that will take forever, right, to just stand around. So I will just finish removing that plug without pouring it all over myself. Okay. Oh yeah, look at it. It's good to hold it towards to it, right? It doesn't start spraying. And I can't wait to show you, right, how that fluid is black, basically. It's probably never been done on this vehicle, so they will see. Here is the plug, right, with the crush washer. Now you can see the dripping after still 20 minutes, and I don't have the time to wait anymore, so I will go back, install the drain plug with the new crush washer, right? And the torque on this is, I looked in the factory manual, it's a 49 Newton meters. Here you can see it, 49, right, on this snap-on torque wrench. And that will make sure that it's torqued correctly. Let's listen to it. Here we go, that's perfect. Now I can finally show you how dark that fluid was, right? So definitely used. And now we can go ahead and measure how much came out. And of course we have that dipstick, which matters, right? That will be how we will adjust the level. But I'm just trying to give you idea how much fluid you need if you want to perform simple drain and refill, right? And it will be in the case when the fluid is pretty okay still. So if you will keep doing drain and refills, that's the ideal maintenance on it, right? Don't let it slip too far, don't let it slip too bad. Do it when the fluid is still relatively okay. And this is basically all I caught today from this training. And what do you see there? It's a 3 liters, which will equal, on the left it's quarts, so it's like 3.2 quarts came out. Now how do you know what fluid belongs in that transmission? Well, Toyota made it easy for you. They wrote it on the dipstick, so even if you don't have a owner's manual in your glove box, if it got lost or something, right? If you look on the dipstick on the very bottom, I'm not sure if I will be able to show it to you, but it says WS, right? That goes for a world standard, and I have it right here. Here is another box of it. I prefer use original Toyota fluid, right? Here how looks the 1 quart of it. Also you should see how bright the color is, right? If you look at it here, the color is very, very light, like a pink, I will say, right? Look at it. Do you see it? So obviously, right, it doesn't last like that for a long time, even if you replace. So we know what fluid, but how you get it in the transmission. So you are using that tube, but look how the opening is tiny, so you definitely need some funnel, right? And normally those tubes are kind of deep hidden in the engine, so these funnels are really long. Here you can see the one I owned forever, and I just recently discovered the one which is on the bottom a little bit thinner, and this one it's from Walmart. You can probably see the number here. So if you ever want to do your maintenance right, I highly recommend you one of these. Which one fits there better? Oh yeah, this might be actually better fit. Let me show you. As I said, they are so long because normally this tube it's deeper inside. This is exception, right, that it's so high and it's easy to get to it. So that's a good fit in that tube. However, I will still be putting it carefully because I don't want to have a leak here. That tube is small in diameter. You have to be slow with this. So here you can see brand new WS, right? Oh, this one I already cracked open. This one's brand new. Alright, you see that? So that's here, right? And what will be the speed? I'm just observing. I don't want to have any spill coming in the engine. So therefore I do it slow. I'd rather being slow right now than waste time later with trying to clean. And trust me, when you spill it, it will be all over the bottom of engine. It's hard to get there, right? So just my advice, do it slow. And as I said, that 3.2 was for our reference, so we know the minimum will be 3 quarts, but we don't know if the level was perfect. So you rather buy 4 quarts of that fluid, right? Because then you need to measure using the dipstick, right? In this case, it's when engine is running, you go for a test drive, you warm up all of it on the operating temperature. I highly recommend you to do the measurements when the engine is hot and the tranny, then to use that cold measure on the bottom of the dipstick. In my experience, it's not so precise like using it when it's at the operating temperature. So when you do this service, right, you replace 3 or 3.2 exactly, go for a test drive, you warm it up, then you use this dipstick, right, while engine running, you put it in and you see those notches. I hope you do. So that these ones are for hot, you can see how much that fluid expands, right? This was for cold, I don't recommend using it. And the fluid needs to be right here. When engine is running, you pull it out, wipe it clean, put it back, and the level needs to be there. If it's lower, you need to add a little bit more, right? Hopefully it's only lower, not higher, because then you will have to drain a little bit of it, and that means getting underneath the car, so you want to avoid that, right? And obviously this is only drain and refill, right? And the transmission has more fluid inside than these 3.2 we got out, right? So I'm diluting basically, there's remaining bad fluid, and I'm putting new ones, so I'm unfortunately diluting it. So if you want to have it perfect, you can do this twice or 3 times, right? Some of you put in comments, what you do is you do this, drain and refill, then you drive it, right, for whatever time, and on the next oil change, you do the next drain and refill. Right, there's so many ways to deal with it. Some of you will say, oh, this is rubbish because you should have dropped that pan and replaced the filter / strainer, right, I call it strainer, which catches those fine particles. So yeah, there could be non-ending discussion how to do these things, right? That could go forever. And there will be always somebody arguing with the other person that no, that's wrong and I'm doing it right. So that's completely, open. You can discuss it underneath the video. Please share your experience, because that's why we make these videos and that's why we're part of this small community, right? So hopefully that gives you an idea how it's easy, right? That was my whole point. Show you how easy it is, right? And encourage you to do your own. I will say on my vehicles, I do drain and fills. I do it at our 3 oil changes. And when I do that, I'm getting out the fluid which looks like new. But I'm happy because I know I never let it go bad, and I rather spend money on 3 quarts of the tranny fluid, right? And I know the tranny is always using just a clean fluid, and that's my philosophy behind that. And that's our own vehicles, right, which we keep for a long time, and I have control over that. Here, this is a new customer. I had no control over it whatsoever, and this is how we are starting to taking care of this car for the future. So I hope you find this video interesting, hopefully encouraging to do your own, and please, as I said, share your opinions, comments underneath the video. Thanks for watching and have a great day, my friend.